What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for joining the channel. It's your boy G-Mac here. So, looks like we got every villain rumored to appear in Spider-Man's Brand New Day, which comes out next year, which is, I believe, is the only Marvel set to release next year besides Avengers Doomsday at the end of the year. So let's check this out, man. This is, of course, coming from Comic Book Movie News. It says, we've been besieged by Spider-Man's Brand New Day rumors in recent months. It now feels like a good time to look back at every single villain who is supposedly set to appear in the MCU movie. So, anybody who's been following up, if you can check back on some of my older videos, I'll put the links down below. But we're kind of keeping up on the Brand New Day and what's been going on, some of the different news, some of the casting, rumors, villains, this and that. There's been a lot of speculation. I believe they're truly hitting the ground running with this one here. So alongside Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man Brand New Day is one of the most highly anticipated MCU movies in recent memory. It has been a while since Spider-Man No Way Home swung in theaters, and Tom Holland's return as Peter Parker is long overdue. We miss a little bit of Spider-Man for sure. With little to no official details revealed about the movie, it's hardly a surprise that social media scoopers have shared an seemingly never-ending list of potential villains. It can be hard to keep track of the rumors, which is why we've now rounded up every single bad guy who has been rumored to appear in Spider-Man's Brand New Day. Some are more believable than others, but chances are we'll see at least one of them in theaters next year. For sure. So let's check it out, man. Number 8 on this list. So it looks like we got about 8 villains already mentioned. Has been that many? Gosh. So Savage Hulk, right? This is something that we heard a few weeks back, that we were going to get the return of Savage Hulk. Bruce Banner, of course we all know he's Smart Hulk at the moment, which it was fine for Endgame. It was, but now it's a little repugnant, But we've got Savage Hulk. All right. So we've heard of different rumors about that. So we're gonna check that one out. Number 7, Mr. Negative. So if anybody's unfamiliar with Mr. Negative in the comics or from the animated series, he's a pretty cool villain, man. So just to I'm gonna read this part here just because I'll know a lot of people are not too familiar with Mr. Negative. So it says, Spider-Man Brand New Day shares a name with controversial era in the late 2000s. Amazing Spider-Man storytelling. Brand New Day came after Peter Parker's marriage to Mary Jane was taken by Mephisto in exchange for the life of Aunt May. Mr. Negative was among the new villains introduced by Marvel's comic at this time, and he has had the best staying power of the lot. So we can't help but wonder whether Mr. Negative name is coming up, because Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings helmer Dustin Daniel Cretton has already helmed a superhero movie with martial arts. Still, he'd be a challenging foe for the hero. Absolutely. 6. This is actually 3 villains here. Boomerang, Tarantula, and Tombstone. That would be pretty interesting. It said word leaked from Disney Disney merchandise event that Spider-Man Brand New Day concept art has been shown, revealing that Boomerang, Tarantula, Tombstone will be among the villains the wall crawler faces next summer. So, with that being said, there's going to be, because this is supposed to be a grounded level Spider-Man fig, especially after No Way Home. We all know he's kind of in his own world now. He's by himself. He's this is where we're going to pick up him being a photographer. Kind of being Spider-Man at night, doing stuff like that. So you're going to see some low-level villains, villains that probably don't have a huge stake into what the movie's going to be about entirely, or the end game of that movie. But you're going to get some villains. He's going to be catching some. It's going to be showing Spider-Man doing his thing. So be pretty interesting. Chameleon. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Kraven the Hunter was released to negative reviews last year and ended with an introduction of a comic book accurate chameleon. In place of a mask, he undergone a genetic procedure and particularly goofy decision from Sony Pictures. Most of their decisions have been goofy when it comes to this Spider-Man and expanding the world, the Kraven and the Venom, and goofy. So, Chameleon could be another one. Number 4, Null/Venom. That would be interesting. It would be interesting. Remember, the Cinnabot, at the end of No Way Home, the Cinnabot pretty much is now stuck in the current timeline. So, interesting to see that one there. Null, it's a bad dude, man. Spider-Man don't want that smoke, I tell you that. Number 3, Scorpion. I feel like this one's a little bit more likely. We already seen Scorpion's character, him just as himself, not in uniform or nothing of that nature, in Spider-Man Homecoming when he was in prison. So that would be an interesting one. That would be. The Vulture, ran down that road before, could come back. Maybe starting a Sinister 6 type of thing. Who knows? And then number 1, Silver Samurai/Viper. Interesting. So it says the latest Spider-Man Brand New Day rumor suggests 2 obscure X-Men villains could be pitted against Spider-Man next year. Silver Samurai and Viper, aka Madam Hydra. They were reportedly paired up on screen 2013's The Wolverine and aren't a duo we'd expect Marvel Studios to include in a Spider-Man movie. Ultimately, this makes no sense for them to be a part of this story. The fact that we've reached at this point is being named as a possibility for Spider-Man Brand. It feels like a confirmation that Scoopers really are just guessing now. So, could just be a guess. We've heard rumors Punisher's going to show up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I'm excited for it. I've always enjoyed these Spider-Man movies. Tom Holland embodied the character very well. So, and No Way Home was awesome. No Way Home was nostalgic. It was action. It kept you in your seats, man. That was a great time in the theaters, man. So hopefully we can get something like that with Brand New Day. Spider-Man is one of the marquee characters in my book, at least. But I think in most people's eyes, man, everybody loves, man, sells some Spider-Man. So, let me know what you guys think down below. Out of these 8, who do you want? Me, Scorpion's not a bad deal. I like the idea of the Savage Hulk. That would be pretty cool, right? But who knows, man?